You are now watching the Bargain Bin Bros. You're goddamn right.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Bargain Bin Bros. I'm your host, Marco G, aka the Six Scale Scoundrel. I'm pretty sure Eddie gave me that nickname. And I'm joined here by a super energetic Eddie Money Mendez. Eddie, how you doing today?
I'm never energetic, especially not early in the morning. But
I just got to find something to piss you off about, and then that'll get
maybe
you going.
that might work. And I don't have any coffee yet. I don't have any energy drinks, so this might not be the best Bargain Bin Bros, or it might be the best you ever had. You don't know.
I think it's going to be the best one. We'll see if any other Bargain Bin Bros join. But Eddie, appreciate you, man. True friend, because I ain't getting up this early for anybody. So the fact that you're coming on here this early on the West Coast, really appreciate that. Looks like we got a packed little house going on here. So some folks trickling in. I'm going to start really quick with one segment before we address all the people in the chat, because this is kind of breaking news as of last night. This is something I think we're both excited about. So really just want to jump into talking about this, because so we have a recurring segment on here called We Riot, where we don't want to let our foot off the gas pedal. We want to keep the pressure on. There are certain figures, certain genres of figures or styles of figures that we want the companies to keep producing. And so we keep saying, okay, where's Namor? Where is Andor? I know Eddie's looking forward to an Andor for sure, but no.
Yeah.
And Blue Beetle is one of those. And lo and behold, Flashpoint had to step up because Hot Toys didn't have the guts to do it, and they're giving us a Blue Beetle. Now, Eddie, I have to ask, what's your familiarity with Flashpoint? Do you have any figures from them at all?
I don't, but they're the company that recently did the Deathstroke, right?
Yeah, and I have that
that's the only one
Deathstroke.
that comes to mind.
Yeah, he's the only problem with him is he's a little bit short, but
Yeah, I saw
everything else about it is dope, because like the armor's full die cast.
Yeah.
It's a really cool figure, but it's just got that one downfall. So so what do you think about this?
Dude, when I was out with Calvin and some other guys, and dude, I had a bunch of people send me this, and I think I looked at Equan's message first, because I was like, what the hell? Equan never messages me, man.
Wow.
Unless something cool. Yeah, so I looked and I was like, oh shoot. And at first I thought it was a Hot Toy. Because he sent me like the whole, where it comes, the accessories
Yeah,
shot and
they
everything.
definitely shot these pictures like it's Hot Toys official.
Yeah, and I was
honestly.
like, oh shit, they're finally doing it. And
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, it's third party. And I showed Mario. He didn't seem that enthusiastic about it. He just
Of
looked at
course.
it and he's like, whatever. But it's cool, dude. I am excited to see someone tackling this, because I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was pretty dope. The only thing I was like, it's not a bad thing, but it's like, I don't know how I feel about it, is blacklight stuff. Like,
yeah, the luminous stuff, like you
Yeah.
never end up using that stuff.
and like, how, if you want it lit up all the time, you have to have like a blacklight shelf, with a light, and it's like, how am
Yeah.
I gonna?
Yeah,
How am
you
I
don't
gonna
want to do
use
that in
this,
your
you know?
room, that's for sure.
Wow.
That's
Yeah, I
100%.
didn't even
No,
think
but
of
I
that.
think the only person I've seen pull that off is Calvin. He's got like a black light on the Bane statue that I'm pretty obsessed with, that
he does
premium
have that.
format, or the maquette, maybe it is. But
Yeah.
so Big Bretta, good evening. Very late
What's
on
up?
your
What's
end,
up?
very early on our end. How you doing today?
All good. Just finish a soccer match. We won 14-8. So it's all good.
And you were playing.
Yeah, I was playing, of course.
Heck yeah, okay. You still
Why
got
the
it,
hell
or
would
what?
I go to a soccer match if I'm not playing?
I figured it wasn't your kids, because your kids are probably not playing this late. So
No. It's adults.
awesome. Well, you got that W. Well, appreciate you being
Yeah.
on after that intense match. But Flashpoint, you just did the review on the Deathstroke. I ended up getting it based on your review. What do you think of this Blue Beetle?
To be very honest with you, I haven't watched the movie. So when I saw this
wow.
the first, I even didn't know what
You're letting
what
us
was
down.
this.
You can't be on LWO without having seen
Yeah,
Blue
what
Beetle.
the
Come
hell,
on.
man?
Is it available on stream already? No.
Yeah.
It should be on HBO
Is
Max
it?
already.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I can watch
our
tomorrow
region.
morning. I can
There
watch
we go.
tomorrow morning. No, but Flashpoint, they usually they do good stuff. And I think looks great. But I don't know why when I saw this figure this afternoon, I was like, this looks so much like Iron Man.
Yeah.
Those I don't know why, but is the movie really is good? Because the reviews I heard, they are not that.
I think it's kind of like hit and miss, honestly. I know Gigi loved it because there's like very specific like Mexican culture things that they sprinkle in, like very deep cuts that even I didn't fully appreciate. So I think from like a cultural representation point, it's pretty awesome. It's pretty. It almost reminded me of Ant-Man, honestly. Where like really the cheesiest
okay.
of the Marvel movies, where it's just like it's kind of like more of a fun family film. But
Yeah.
I think it's still worth watching.
Yeah, I'm going to check to watch tomorrow morning for sure before the LWO. The LWO is you are scheduling for what time?
I think we're gonna start about the normal time, so it would be, let's see, 10 o'clock Eastern time.
Okay, so I have enough time to watch the movie.
There we go. Pressure on.
Pressure
that-
on, exactly.
Yeah, there you go. You just all the guy did was play a soccer match, jump on a stream, watch a movie, jump on another stream. Man, what a machine.
But yeah, Space Beetle they call it, right? Is there a price for this already?
Yeah, it's on Kit it's 214.
I would guess would be 2 up.
Does it say if there's any die-cast parts? I would assume at that price there's probably
That's why I was like, damn, dude.
yeah.
No, it doesn't say.
Okay. I'm gonna just assume that the chest piece and maybe even some of the head are actually die cast. I mean, that's kind of a scary assumption to order an expensive
But
third party
the-
figure, but
The chest piece isn't supposed to be with the light activated.
It's black light. It's a reflective.
Oh, okay. And
Yeah,
the
I
sword
know.
too.
Yeah, all of it is reflective.
So it's a steep price point, I guess.
Yeah.
it is. It is. All these companies are
it's
testing
not
us.
cheap.
Yeah, I
But
don't
the
know, man.
Flashpoint always. Well, how much you pay for that stroke? Do you remember? It was also not
I wanna say-
not.
Yeah, it wasn't cheap, but maybe it was like 185, 190 shipped.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the fact that it was die cast, I was like, okay, at that price point, I can justify.
And especially they do those. I think they are funny. The display base is just black and then have a drawer that you can
Yeah.
save accessories inside.
It's kind of actually cool.
Yeah, but doesn't have anything because at least if they have some logo or something like that. No, but for what the figure comes with is basically let me see, articulated claw arms.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Articulated claw arms, the sword,
wings.
the wings. The wings
The
are
sword,
pretty
the
cool.
wings.
That'll
Yeah, let me
make
see
it
it.
at least bigger, so it'll make it
No,
feel
but
like
the
it's
wing,
worth
the can you see? There is there any photo with the wings?
Yeah, there are. Let me find that here. Oops.
It needs
It's at the
a
end of this.
it needs a flight pole though.
It really should, right? They're kind of relying
No,
on you to get your own
that-
accessories. Damn
That
it.
base doesn't have a flight pole.
I didn't see any pictures with the wings on. You saw pictures
There
with
were
the wings
pictures,
on?
and I swore
Oh,
that I
there is
uploaded them
one.
in here, but yeah, I blew it. Somehow they didn't get uploaded here, so let me see if I
Well,
missed
I'm
it
not-
somewhere.
oh, you-
You blew it.
Yeah.
Anyways, I mean, I think you could see right here on the left where it's
Yeah,
basically this picture.
I just want to check, and it seems like it's like a plastic thing, right?
Yeah.
Probably similar like the upgraded suit the Spider-Man had with those web wings,
Yeah,
something
so
like
basically
that.
unusable at that point.
I wish he came with more, man, because he uses more stuff in the movie, and
Because
like
McFarlane did two different figures, right? Eddie, you have both of them.
yeah, and they have different. Like one of them has the claw that he used when he's fighting I forgot the damn thing's name. The bad guy, and he shoots the claws and like straps him to the ground. So like he uses he has a lot of accessories in the movie. So if Hot Toys ever does it, I'm hoping they go all out and make it like a DX, because he needs an unmasked portrait. He needs a ton more. So, and the wings, like even the wings, he could do that. It would be cool if they did that shield when he puts the wings in front of him and they cut through the bus. Like, there's a lot of accessories that you could throw in with this guy. So,
But Flashpoint normally they must have some hints because the figures they did until now, Hot Toys never released. They start with the Jared Leto, the Joker from the Nightmare Joker that Hot Toys never did. The Deathstroke Hot Toys never did. Now they are doing this one. They did more, but now I don't remember. But seems they maybe have some hints.
Yeah.
I
think at this point in time, it's kind of a safe, like, the movie's already out on streaming. If Hot Toys was going to do it, you would assume they would have at least teased it by now.
okay, so Marco, you might hate me as a Latino.
Well, I already do.
Because I know, I know we were talking about we wanted this and we wanted Namor. I want Namor even more, but I kind of don't. Not since I have this and the other one with the wings. I don't know if I need this for $200. Like, I like this figure, dude. So
Eddie, that's a legitimate calculation, right? Because it's not insignificant. Like, that price is getting close to Hot Toys, and without knowing everything about whether there's like a bunch of die-cast pieces, he should come with more blaster hands. I think it's fair to pass on this, although that would pain me. I think, it's a legitimate calculation.
yeah, I don't know, man. We'll see. I know a lot of people said. I think Jose G was interested in this. So Dan was interested. So like, yeah, I don't know. It's cool that they're doing it.
Heck yeah! If we're ordering from 1/6 Kit, is there a code that we can use, Big Bretta?
think you can use Big Brother.
Okay, Big Bretta is the code. Okay, and I think that's like $10 off if you haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
That could make it a bit more manageable. But yeah, I need to see more, honestly, and maybe they won't show us a bit more, and that's the scary part with third-party figures. It could sell out.
Yeah, that's all what you're going to see from these.
Yeah,
Nothing more
so
until it releases. But normally they release very fast. Flashpoint doesn't delay too much.
Okay, that's good to know. So we might have our answer sooner rather than later. But yeah, I'm definitely sitting on this one a bit. So
what's that comment from Casual Nerd Problems? Every member of LWO is mandated to get these.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Even Christian.
George
Poor
Lopez says.
Even Christian, yeah.
Christian's like, what the hell? I don't even collect DC, but I got to get it now. That's the rule. We didn't make it. So let me check in with the chat now. Hey, Steve, thanks for popping in here. So we've got, let me stop sharing this. So who do we have in the house? We've got some guy. What's up, my favorite peoples? Some guy, thanks for joining. We got Calvin, the low-key collector. Calvin, jump on in if you're free, man. We got Commander Green. Hey, gents, thanks for joining, Commander Green. We got Gilbert Almazon. What was that, Big Bretta?
Gilbert, yeah.
Oh, got it. In the house. We got Silon is how I was told it's pronounced. Good morning, everyone. Hey, thanks for joining. We got 6-scale collector. What's up, fellas? Thank you for joining.
It's not 6, it's Sith.
It's too early for me right here, and I can't read. Cis-scale collector. Apologies. Thanks for joining, and thank you for the correction. We got the #1 bargain bin bro, Equan. Wow, it's my 2 favorite Latinos, now 3 favorite Latinos. So, Equan, thanks for joining. We got the movie canon.
Maybe he doesn't like Eddie. You don't know.
Well, true. Yeah. That's probably. I don't think he does. Who does though?
Safe bet.
That's right. Movie canon in the house. Thank you for joining. We got AJ Agrusa. Hello, friends. Hope everyone is doing well. AJ, thanks for joining. Happy holidays. We got Philip the Fool. Morning, bros. Philip the Fool, thanks for joining. We got Mark P. Morning, Marco and Eddie. Okay, I'm way behind here. Live stream. Ain't a live stream without King Dingaling. King Dingaling in the house. Thank you for joining. Let's see who else we got. We got Reverse CEO. What's going on? Morning, everyone. Hey, thank you for joining. He's saying that he pre-ordered this guy, but wish it came with the cannon for his arms.
Yeah.
Really weird omission.
They need the cannon, the arm cannon.
Yeah. Well, let's all spam them on the Facebook page and just tell them like, hey, we need a few more accessories for this price. Oh, okay. So it just gets posted in other groups, but they don't specifically have a Facebook. Okay, well, wherever you see this guy posted,
you have to send.
spam.
You guys didn't know all third-party feedback opinions and complaints go to Big Bretta,
Oh God.
and he takes care of it. He's the guy.
There we go.
Yeah, any complaints you have, just not with me. I will
At least
forward.
at least he didn't say Kit, because I do have a public service announcement later on in terms of Kit and the amount of messages he receives and a faux pas that I did. So yeah, we'll get there in just a second. Gilbert saying, I love this figure. I just don't buy third party. Fair. I would say don't sleep on some third party stuff, though. I think I've started to delve a bit deeper into it, I think is the correct term. And there's some really good stuff out there. So definitely go check out Bretta's channel if you're on the fence with any
It's
of this stuff.
interesting, because sometime this year, middle of the year, I would say, because I had so many third parties that I wasn't display. I had maybe around 35, 40.
Oh, wow. Okay, just not even on your display.
Not even. They were all in the closet. I sell them all.
Wow. Okay, but they
And
retain
now-
their value there, yeah?
They retain. Third parties here normally retain the value, and now I'm trying to find them again
Oh, no.
because some of them I really want them.
Which
But at
which
that
one
time
specifically?
The mask, present toys, Edward Caesar ads, the guy from what's the movie that comes? Is that guy that comes with the statue? He's like a dick. The statue. What's the movie? I forgot the movie now. Clockwork Orange.
There you go. I was like, you just did a
Clockwork
review not
Orange.
that long
I'll
ago.
never
Okay.
get it.
Exactly.
With the dick statue.
Oh,
How did I not know?
there are really a ton, but I don't know if I'm going to pick them up because then I don't have space to display, right? And then just to have them in a closet, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah,
Prank
that's what
Villain I
always-
still have. I have Prank Villain and Dynamic too, but yeah, it's sometimes you need to make these choices. 30 boxes take a lot of space, even
No doubt
if you
about it.
consider everything.
Yeah, and it's nice to have it if you want to rotate the display, but if you're really not going to get to it, then sometimes those tough choices have to be made. Yeah, I'm getting there too. So, yeah, well, bummer to hear that you're chasing some, but I'm sure you'll find a way. Once you sell me your Inart Gandalf, we'll all be good. I'm joking. I don't need
Are you
that
searching
figure.
for the Gandalf?
I'm not. That
Okay,
one
if
is
you
not
are,
for me.
please let me know.
Okay. I
I
will.
have 6 extra.
Oh, you do? All right.
No, I don't have. I don't have. I'm
Everyone
kidding.
message Bretta. He's got a full supply. So Brandon Salad in the house saying, I would like to see this figure in a realistic setting without the added Photoshop lighting. Definitely
Exactly.
interested. Yeah. I'm kind of feeling the same way. But like Bretta said, I don't think we're going to see more from them, unfortunately. So it's like you kind of have to pre-order on blind faith. But having one of their releases already in hand, I think at the very minimum it's going to come out pretty nice. But 215 it's a tough gamble. Let's see. Mark Mitchell saying, hello, everyone.
Mark
Happy
Mitchell,
Christmas.
how are you?
Mark Mitchell, thanks for joining. We got to Steve already saying we've all got to get it. So, Steve, thanks for joining. Keith Lee, Morning Peeves. We got Big Rib.
Big
Thank you
Rib.
both for joining. We got Eclectic Collector. Good morning, everyone. You should say pardon. Never again. Never again. I've actually practiced the real way to say it in person many times. So now I feel great every time I do. We got TX Boy, yo, early morning stream from the Three Amigos. TX Boy, thanks for joining. We got Big Dog Pound in the house. Anyone got a woo in them before I do it?
Yeah, no. Go on.
Woo! Nice. All right, perfect. Best we could do there. Hey, thanks for joining. Let's see who else. Summers fam. Hey everyone, thanks for joining. Let's see. We got primetime reviews. We got a packed house today. You really do love to see it. Primetime
I
reviews.
think you
Thanks for
let the
joining.
chat went away, and you let we start talking, and then.
Yeah,
But you are
that's what
almost there.
always
You are almost there. Are
There we
almost there.
go. That's what always happens, but it's all good. You know, we get there. Summers fam saying my wife is waiting to get rid of all my boxes. I said, woman, it's not going to happen. You know, they've got magical powers though. I'm sure if push comes to shove, she will find a way. But yeah, you know, more luck, more power to you, and trying to keep them and hold strong. So yeah, I'm trying to compromise on that as well. So we'll see how that all unfolds. So next one I want to go to here. So it's still in the We Riot category, because I'm always saying, okay, we need a Cal Kestis as well, right? So not just Latino figures, but I want to see more video game representation. And we're getting this one from, I think it's from VS Toys. Is that correct?
SW.
SW Toys. Okay, there were some letters in there somewhere. So, yeah. So this Laura Croft, it is Miss Croft,
Miss
is
Croft.
the name of the figure, with the seamless arms and the seamless body. The sculpt is a little suspect, but what are you guys feeling about this one?
To be honest, with SW toys, most of the times is a miss, not a hit.
Really? Okay. What else?
Yeah.
What else have they done? Excuse my ignorance.
Oh, they've done a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff.
They did Achilles, right? I think I had Achilles by SW.
Achilles, I don't remember, but they did the Carol Danvers, the Captain Marvel. They did the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, because actually that was the best figure I think they made until now. They did Captain Barbossa from the Pirates of the Caribbean. They did John Wick, I think, also at some point.
Batgirl.
A Batgirl
Bat.
that is horrible. The lady
It's a horrible
that,
Batgirl.
That thing is it's really not that good.
Okay.
So
Did it
Toys made a
Ethan Hunt?
way better one. And they have the SW Toys have on pre-order, I think now already for 4 years, the Star Wars Leia. They have it still on pre-order. I think they were never going to do it, but
This is like a classic
especially with
Princess
this
Leia.
special the old when she's the older version from the sequels.
Oh, okay, got it.
I don't know. I think a body swap is a must for sure. Then it's just bet that they are going to do a good head sculpt.
You don't think the Fison looks good?
It is not a Fison body.
Well, seamless body then.
I know. Kind of. Well, look at the arms right here. This kind of
Wait,
reminds me of what
wait
Hot
until
Toys.
you see. Wait until you see when you get the figure. I will review
Really?
it, but really because these bodies are really. It's not a completely seamless body. Normally they use seamless on the arms, some part of the chest, then they cut and the rest is plastic, and then the down is all plastic. They do some some sketchy stuff with the bodies.
Wow.
Well, the neck looks
Yeah.
bad.
No, but CC Toys did a Lara Croft, but it's the winter outfit. And that one is
Okay, I
really
remember
good.
seeing that one. That one's
Yeah,
good.
that
Okay,
one
okay.
is really good, but you cannot find it already. It's sold out, and now the
okay.
price is very high.
And it
We
seems
need
the
a-
sculpt on that one was a bit better. What were you
Yeah,
saying? Eddie?
yeah, that sculpt is better.
We need an Angelina Laura Croft.
It's true. Someone may recast the Athena head sculpt, and then
That's what I was
there you
thinking. I was
go.
like, I could chuck the Athena.
And
on
then-
there.
You
I'm
want
not trying to be a-
Angelina, but what, like from the first games?
No, from the movie. I never watched.
Oh,
I
from
never
the movie.
played the games. I only watched
never
the
watched the
two
movie.
movies, and that's the only. I love those movies. They're not.
You love
very
those
good
movies.
but
They
I
are
love
terrible, so you would love them.
them. Yeah, I would love them. But she's actually got her dad playing her dad in those movies, which is dope. And
Is that
But
Voight? Is that his?
Yeah.
Correct me. These Croft, these should be what, $120, $130? Normally, SW Toys is around that price.
Let me double check as I was on the site right now.
Thank you. I looked it up, and I want to say it was a bit more than that. But thanks for checking, Eddie. I definitely didn't do my homework, and not to be a cochino, but I know someone's going to ask. So just in terms of like the body proportions, not great. The legs aren't really thick. The top part's thick, but that's about all. So I'm just trying to inform the audience. That is it.
It's
Scientific
190.
purposes only.
$190.
Yeah.
Unless they are stepping up their game, it's a risk.
It's not quite
I
worth
would
the
wait.
gamble. Huh?
I would wait for Big Brother review and then check
you
because it will always be available afterwards. SW Toys very never sell out. You can find
Okay,
it
interesting.
2 weeks after my review, after the influencer batch review.
After the influencer batch. Awesome. Okay. Well, this is one that I'll definitely be keeping an eye on, and hoping hoping that they come through on this one because we need more video game properties. But
Yeah, but these
I
Hot
am
Toys could get this license and do a good Lara Croft.
This would be a good one
well,
for like 3-0 or something. I think.
yeah,
I think
honestly,
that
where
they-
it's not a
Like Nate
realistic head sculpt.
like Drake from the Uncharted, it would, and Scully.
Oh yeah.
That would be cool figures to.
I'm still waiting for Lim to do their next round of Last
Yeah.
of Us figures.
Yeah, The Last of Us. You mean from the games, right?
From the games, yeah.
Because the movie once Toys Era is doing them.
Yeah.
The movie, no, sorry, the series, the TV show is Toys
Mhm.
Era that are doing them. No, any company got the license for 1/6 scale even for the TV show. It's so strange,
Yeah, I'm pretty shocked
especially
by that.
especially such a huge audience and everyone is so hyped about that show and no one got that.
With Pedro Pascal, you would have assumed. But and then Equan, you already answered this question, but can you say it one more time on who did the winter coat version of her?
CC Toys.
TC Toys.
It's
There you go.
it's on my channel. I have the review there.
There we go. There we go. Check out Big Bretta's review. So that is it for We Ride. I just wanted to highlight some companies stepping up now, maybe with some mixed results, but I would love to see these figures in official capacity, but at least someone's giving them to us. So yeah, that is that. Now it seems like prices are going up everywhere. I do want to cover this topic because it is Bargain Bin Bros, and I don't want to get too spicy with it because I don't think any of us necessarily understand the economics of all of this, but I just think it's worth talking about on this show specifically. And this was something that was shown in a lot of the groups yesterday where a few people, this is kind of without notice, but a few people saw that certain prices of hot toys, and it seems like the good majority, if not all of them eventually, have gone up at least $5 on Sideshow's website. So these are for figures that were already up for pre-order, and I don't think there's any clarity on whether this affects existing pre-orders. I don't think that it will be retroactive, but really, really fascinating that they're just kind of hiking prices on things that are already out there. So, Eddie, I want to start with you. Do you have any thoughts about this? Does this give you any, obviously prices going up is never good, but give you any reservations about pulling the trigger on anything that you were waiting on?
I mean, it won't change my mind really for $5. You know, I think it sucks because I think their stuff is already getting expensive, but $5 isn't crazy. Not enough to riot anyway. But do you have the message that Zach posted in the group?
Yeah, let me
because that
read it
pissed me off more than their $5 increase because it's very passive aggressive message,
Yeah.
and I was like, what the fuck, like.
And I'm not sure who it's from. It might be like
Oh, it's
'cause they
not
have,
Sideshow?
like, yeah, it's
Sideshow-
from
did-
Sideshow, but go ahead,
Okay.
Bretta.
No, I'm asking if Sideshow did any statement about this or any. Did they said anything or they just sneaky increase the price?
Yeah, they sneakily increase the price. Now, this is from one of their, I want to say that they're called affiliates or something along those lines, that I think are just community members that help them with some community outreach and customer service stuff. But this was posted in one of the groups, so let me get the message up. But yeah, so they didn't give any advance warning. This is just something that was,
Afterwards.
just afterwards is now all the prices have increased. So in terms of like gut feeling, I strongly dislike that. I think, I've seen a few people mention that they should have said, like, hey, by the way, this date prices are going up. If you want to get your pre-order in, make sure to do so. Dang it. Yeah, I'm having a hard time finding the message. Are you able to pull that up, Eddie?
I'll send it to you on Messenger.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Yeah, so I think that there should have been some type of advance warning. The way that it's done in kind of a backdoor, I'm going to just use that term, backdoor manner, feels a little icky. Like something about it feels sneaky, and that's not how you want to communicate with your customer base, right? If it's something that you're doing almost shamefully, or like you feel like you're entitled to just hike the prices whenever you want without having any back and forth or communication, it rubs me the wrong way. And I understand that Sideshow really, distributes to most of the smaller mom and pops that we would buy from, or if not all of them. And so it's a complicated relationship there. But the fact that we've heard no communication from them beyond just this post that was put up by one of the members really doesn't sit right with me. But Bretta, any additional thoughts before I pull up the message?
No, I'm curious to see the message first, and then check we find.
I shared my screen, Marco. You just gotta.
Perfect, my man. Sorry, was struggling there. Okay, so is there any way to zoom in on this?
Absolutely not.
All right.
If you want me, I'll send it to you then, so you can zoom in.
Let's go. All right.
I can read it if you can.
I'll read it out. I actually have it right here. So,
okay.
Hey all. So this is from Steph Christensen. Again, who we're not sure exactly this person's role, so maybe someone in the chat has more info. But hey all, as a result of a variety of global challenges, including increased supply chain costs, we've had to adjust the price on select products. In combination with this adjustment, Sideshow has also increased our commitment to finding even more high quality collectibles to accommodate every budget. Completely bullshit line. We are confident this effort, in combination with our payment plans, rewards program, and frequent promotional opportunities, get rid of the freaking rewards if that's what's causing the hike, will continue to provide exceptional value to dedicated fans like yourself. Thank you for being a valued Sideshow customer. Go fuck yourself. No, I'm kidding. That last part was not in there.
That might as well have said that in that last
pretty
part.
much. It's like basically saying like, sorry, sucks to suck. Like just
they're like saying
go.
all the things we offer, you guys shouldn't cry about $5. And I like, that doesn't give you an excuse to raise your prices all of a sudden. Like you're raising the prices because of the rewards, and your frequent promotional opportunities are because your shit isn't selling already. So
yeah. And AJ Grusa saying he's a member of their social media team. Okay, so someone that's not necessarily responsible for this decision, I'm sure, but
this happened without toys only, or also with their Sideshow statues, with other
I think
stuff?
with everything across the board, from what I've heard, and I haven't verified this, things over $1,000 got increased by $10. Everything underneath got increased by about $5. And I think this is kind of happening across the board, but let's see. Philip the Fool is saying it won't affect pre-orders that are existing. Okay, so that's good to know. I haven't seen them officially say that, but that's good to know. Blackbird Tech's in the house. Equan is saying they could have gotten more pre-orders if they told us. Now, who wants to pre-order knowing everyone before them are paying less? Yeah, it's just like, okay, well, now I'm just gonna wait until this shit's on discount, and maybe that never comes because now they're doing smaller batches. But there's too much stuff coming out. Things are gonna sit. Like to Eddie's point, they're not able to get rid of their existing stock. Quick anecdote, and this happened to a friend of mine. There was a promo code that got floated in all the groups that was, I guess, supposed to be for new customers only. And so some people got some orders in, then they kind of nuked the code so it was only for new accounts. A friend of mine created a new account. I think I've seen a lot of accounts of this in the Facebook groups, and then they deleted their account saying you can only have one account per internet address or IP address or address. And it's like, why do you care? You're getting money for a figure that's been sitting bargain bin. Even if it's 35% off, you're getting rid of that figure and getting money in. It just feels like their decision making at the top is a bit questionable. Eddie, you're going to say something?
No, it doesn't make sense why they
so
do that.
Means that in a household you cannot have two brothers that are collectors that live in the same space.
According
or
to
even
their
roommates,
customer service,
or even roommates.
According to their customer service, my friend said, "Oh, actually, it's my dad's account was the other account," and they said, "No, only one per household. We're closing it. No additional." It's like, you're saying no to money. What are you doing? This figure is going to sit and it'll be 35% off again, but it's a weird disconnect.
But AJ Agruza is saying that his internet bill jumped $27 a month with no warning. It's kind of true. These kind of utility bills, sometimes they just increase the price and they will not tell you anything. And if you don't check, you don't know. Gas, electricity, water, everything goes up, and they don't give you any warning.
It is true. It is true. Everyone's getting a little higher piece of the pie. And the same thing happened during the pandemic. And we're still kind of seeing those effects where, certain companies are still making really solid, if not record profits. I'm not saying this is always the case. But they're, blaming inflation, and then they take more of our money. And when there's no communication, it doesn't sit right with me. As a bargain bin bro, I just,
Big
I
Dog
find it
Pound's
offensive.
comment made me laugh.
$5 is gas money, so I'm upset. Yeah, so okay, $5 by itself, it doesn't matter, but $5 on every figure moving forward. Also knowing that it's not Hot Toys that's adjusting the prices, right? We've seen Hot Toys, kind of have some insane prices. And then I think, some of them have come back down to reality once they saw that people weren't ordering. And I wonder if Sideshow will see a similar effect in the market, or if it just won't impact anything. Let's see. Toy Collector is saying, signing up for one of their multiple events and getting the $5 discount will cover that $5 increase. Doesn't justify the lack of communication, though. Sure, yeah, they're doing their rewards. They've got coupon codes. That's fine. And you're right. Eventually, it'll all wash out. But for example, certain exclusive releases, we saw that Spider-Man that was $340. Now, I don't remember what it was overseas, but that's really freaking expensive. And so you're not using any rewards necessarily. I mean, maybe you could, but you always risk it selling out while it's in your cart. That type of stuff doesn't even out. But Bretta, any thoughts on this? I know it's not directly impacting you necessarily.
I mean, it would be good if Sideshow itself did make a statement about this, explaining what's really happening, especially for their existing customers, because they have customers that, and many people have a lot of pre-orders with them and continue to. If you have, let's say, 20 pre-orders is $100, right? And for Hot Toys collectors, 15, 20 pre-orders sometimes is normal. So, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think it's a huge issue, but there were other ways they could do this, limiting the reward coupon, that stuff that they do. You will not even notice, but they could limit those ones and make the same cash.
Right? Yeah. There's other ways for sure.
Maybe
And
they are
really,
going to limit them already and
it could
charge you even more $5.
it could
They
be
could
right.
even charge you more for shipping, $5
Yeah.
more for shipping, and
so
they could say it's shipping.
Yeah, honestly, I think that's where they should have done it. So maybe there's an argument to be made that like, hey, they're actually being more transparent because it's tacked onto the price. But appreciate Marcos jumping in here with Collector Zone. We're gonna plug Marcos in just a second here, but hey guys, just jumped in. Starting Q1, shipping again will leap. A small to medium box now will cost $50 to $60 to ship from Michigan to LA. So Sideshow charges $100 plus now for premium formats. Yeah, that's definitely like shipping costs are going up across the board. We're definitely seeing that. But I do appreciate Marco's transparency because he's been telling us for a little bit in his group, hey, by the way, shipping costs are going up. So I think that it's something that we... Sorry, Gigi just came in and just destroying stuff over here.
No,
Cool
it's
it, lady. But he's got the transparency. He's letting us know, hey, prices may be going up. And I would love to see that type of communication from Sideshow. We always hear about their customer service and about, that being stellar. But in this case, it just feels like there was just nothing to be done. So, or nothing from their end to the consumer. And that part's a bummer. Any
I
additional...
wish one day you
Go ahead,
guys
go ahead.
can experience the same thing that we experience here, that is total free shipping.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's the Lorien Ecto 1 or is what, it's free shipping.
I wish for a day where all Hot Toys, and maybe that means that they have a plant here or a distribution hub here, and who knows how if that could ever become a reality, but it seems like a long way off. So Marcos, appreciate him jumping in. I will just say, it's a complicated relationship because obviously Marcos gets his stock from Sideshow, but want to thank Collector Zone for sponsoring this blurred giveaway that was done for our 2,000 subscriber kind of celebration. We also do have a promo code that will save you 15%. The code is 16fix, not 16fix. So yeah, I've got his link down in the description along with the promo code as well. So yeah, definitely you got to know your options and where to buy from, because there could be ways to save, but yeah, it's getting very expensive out there all across the board. Let me just catch up with the chat. We've got Collector Joey in the house. We got Darth Negative. Thank you for joining. We got Shiny saying Sideshow was already too expensive for me to justify buying from them from the UK anyways, most of the time. Yeah, oh my gosh, I couldn't even imagine now what it may cost. Let's see. Marcos is saying, of course, but it's not estimated and you get it charged right away. People who buy from us understand how great that is. Yeah, absolutely. You kind of understand the price fully baked in with Marcos, and really appreciate that transparency and customer service. Calvin is saying, this is some bullshit. Why is communication so difficult in this hobby? Yeah, Calvin definitely demands, that top tier communication. And when it's not there, that's definitely challenging. Calvin is saying, the price isn't the issue. Just be upfront about it. The fact that they weren't upfront about it just makes it feel sneaky. Like they, again, that they know that we're not going to be happy about it. So they just do it and then don't want any feedback on it. Maybe that's the case. We got Blackbird Tech also saying rising prices stink, but it's happening everywhere on all things. Don't get me started on groceries. It is true, but it does scare me that every company can just blame inflation and then hike the price, and we just don't know what is what. So, oh, Mark, let's see. All right, so there's that. Let's go over here now, and again, that promo code is 16fix, and let's talk about something a little more fun here. Inart did a exhibition, I guess you would call it. Is it at Beijing Wonderfest? Am I saying the correct place, Bretta?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so they showed some really high quality images and a video. I'll try to play the video without my computer exploding. I've been hard on them in the past, and I know on Collecting Weekly we have, where they've kind of shown either low res or weird images, mixed messaging about what was upcoming. But lately they've tightened their game up, and they're showing us some incredible stuff, high resolution, beautiful shots that make me even more hyped. But okay, so Kit put out a message saying, hey, I'm going to have a bit more stock for Inart's The Batman, kind of across the board on all different SKUs. It's got me thinking. I went with the sculpted single pack for the Batman, but damn, this rooted looks really good. So I want to ask you guys, I know Bretta's getting them all, but Eddie, now that you've got the Joker, what are your thoughts on sculpted versus rooted? I wasn't a rooted fan, but this one I'm feeling like it could be a dope figure rooted.
It's on a case by case basis for me. This guy, I don't give a shit about having the head sculpt on this guy, so I'll go with whatever saves me money. I do think that Inart is doing rooted really well, so I think it adds that level of realism. So if you're into that, definitely go rooted. I think the sculpted still looks pretty good. I think it looks way better than the Hot Toy one. So I think you're still good either way, but just if you want that 5-10% more realism, do the rooted, man. You're going with Inart anyway because of how detailed everything is, so it makes sense to go with the rooted on Inart. But for me, I'll never use that head ever, so I would go with sculpted, which is cool that I saw him put up those messages that he was going to get more stock. So now I have an option to pick up Batman because I was thinking about it.
Exactly. You want to exactly. You read my thoughts.
Now, if Topo perhaps was making this drifter suit, you could have a place to.
They are doing it.
Well, I was being a little cheeky, but
yeah, when they show these photos, is because already ongoing.
And I did recently receive the Bruce Wayne suit from Topo. It was really high quality, honestly. The hands, I think, the hands and the lack of a neck connector were the only downfalls, but overall, it was like a really high quality package for the price, and the fact that it came with the body already. What was that, Bretta?
Well tailored.
Yeah, incredibly well tailored. So I'm a fan of Topo now. They definitely have me looking at anything that they're going to do. So, Eddie,
Why
it
is
doesn't
Eddie
change your
laughing?
calculus at all.
What's the funny?
This is actually just a picture of Robert Pattinson walking around LA. So it's
You get
not a
there we
movie
go.
still.
It's him avoiding working out. He's going to McDonald's instead of lifting weights.
So he's going to McDonald's with the eyes all painted black.
That's right.
Yeah, he's in LA, dude. Californians, man. That's how they walk around the
Oh,
streets
wow.
of LA these days.
But Eddie, this doesn't change your mind at all in terms of what you would get, because you still wouldn't be that interested in the Drifter.
I am not the right person to ask. People love this more than me. I absolutely hate him as Bruce Wayne. So the only thing that makes me want the Batman so much is I really love the suit. I think it's a dope suit, and I think he looks dope in it. But no, I could give two shits. I would part out the head. I'm telling you, I would never need it ever.
Okay, all right. So he's completely not sold on this. Bretta, we know that you're getting all Inart releases, but you think that
Not all.
this...
Not all.
Oh, not all. Okay.
You need to stop there.
Apologies. I thought you were the super fan. I thought you were a real collector, but I guess
No,
not,
no,
so.
he's not the real. But no, I will not get the stuff from the Hobbit. I will not get. I will not get the what more.
Oh, the
they
Hobbit
are
one.
doing.
Okay, that's a good
I
distinction.
will not get,
sure.
for example, the what's the chainsaw guy.
Oh, Chainsaw Man. All right.
No.
All right, fair enough. And we've got a very special guest on here, Marcos. What's going on? Thank you for jumping in
Marcos.
to
Hey, what's up, guys?
give us a different perspective than what we've got here. So we're obviously talking about this Inart, the Batman, but we can jump back in terms of what's going on in terms of updated pricing. So yeah, maybe give us your perspective on what's going on there.
You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah, we can. Can
Yeah.
you hear us? Okay.
Yeah, cool. What's up, Eddie? What's up, Big?
What's
Berta?
up,
I never met Big Berta before.
No, we are
Okay.
meeting now. How are you?
I kind of jumped in, like, I was working the gallery, and then I heard something. I heard in the background because believe it or not, I stream you guys' stuff throughout the store at times.
Oh,
So it's
awesome.
really cool.
Nice.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. But I heard something about pricing. So go back to what it was like. Sideshow did $5 more. Is that what it is?
Yeah, so basically without any previous warning, folks just started noticing like, hey, this figure was yesterday $270, now today it's $275.
Okay.
And then when asked for comment, we kind of read out their statement from one of the members of their social team.
Okay. Before everybody kills me, okay. Let's play both
No,
sides.
we appreciate all perspectives, of course.
Let's play both sides. You guys are the consumers, and here's the business. Why do I have to notify you? Let's just ask that question. Why do I have to notify you?
You're gonna give Marco a heart attack, bro.
Yeah.
No,
No.
Yeah, I don't think that it's a...
There's no right or wrong answers.
Yeah.
I just want people to go out there and just, because everybody's on the consumer side, and you're like, if I'm a consumer, I see the same thing. I'm like, what the hell? But let's go back to the business side of it and imagine Sideshow's perspective of stuff. They're not right. They're not wrong. This is just throwing things out there as let's say it's Judge Judy. Okay. Why do they have to notify you that it went up $5?
I don't think that it's like a necessarily a right for them to have to notify the consumer. I just think they've got a Facebook group that they're pretty active in terms of the hardcore people that are like big time Hot Toys or otherwise buyers from them. It would have been nice for them to just put out a feeler like, hey, because of these reasons, these are going up on existing orders. Now, if it was for, moving forward, then we would be none the wiser because the figure would just be more expensive. We could probably say like, okay, there's a larger delta between what it costs overseas versus what it costs here, but we could have just blamed it to, just other causes. But the fact that it's kind of retroactive on things that have been up for months and are maybe about to come out, that's what feels a bit weird about it.
Right. Yeah. And I totally agree on that. I think they get, if they have such a big following, it's not hard to put something up that says, due to these factors, like what we do is in our group, and this is not a plug for me, guys. I'm not here to be plugged. Please don't plug me at all. I'm just here as a...
No one clip that, please.
Right. I'm just here as a friend. I know a bunch of you guys. I know a bunch of people in the chat. So the way we do it is, we'll say, hey, here's a post. But I'm not going to individually email people, okay? It's up to you to kind of read it and figure it out and pay attention. It says...
It's for the real
UPS,
hardcore ones.
Yep, UPS, FedEx, They're all going up 6.8% in certain areas, 9% in certain areas, and it depends on, like Florida now. Florida's adding more taxes. Before, they never were taxed. Now Florida's adding even more taxes to hot toys, so that's going to go up for people for Florida. You know, so there's other places that were never taxed before, and it all depends on the IRS, depends on the consumption stuff. Now, another trick. There's a lot of things I don't like about Sideshow, and there's a lot of things I do like about them. When you buy something, and even when it says shipping on it, like you say a pre-order, everything's estimated. You have to read that little quote that says it's estimated shipping. I remember that new Venom that came out for that with the video game.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, the big
I think
guy,
the shipping was like $16 or something. Estimated. There's a big note that says estimate. I'm like, there's no way in hell a box that big is going to be $16 to ship. And that's where bullshit kicks in. Because all of a sudden you're going to get a bill that's $40, $50 for shipping. You understand? Because they don't charge you for shipping 2023. They should be charging for 2024, 2025. That thing's going to come out 2025 probably. Yeah. See what I'm saying? So now you're going to get shipped through all those years and all those increases. So how dare they or anybody else put $16? You understand?
It feels phony.
Right. I put right in the price. I go $50 right away. I guarantee it's going to be a $50 box to ship. That's what you should do. So that's something they can do. But there's a lot of factors involved in it. Going back to your first question, why did they increase $5? It's more than that, dude. It's more than that. That just makes it look nice. $5 is a very round number. Mm-hmm. Kind of keeps everybody kind of calm, and you're still going to buy it. They know that you're still going to buy it. But if they say $40, $50, $60, you know, it's a little different. But things are going up. They're flying up. And the reasons are for it, there's 1,000,001 reasons. And you've all said them. You're all right. So some are taking advantage. Some are consumption issues. Some are IRS issues. And it goes by region, too. It doesn't necessarily just everybody's going to get $5 and that's it. It's not going to work that way.
Yeah, no, I think it all just does come down to that communication. I think you're right that, you know, these figures are going to sell regardless, but Equan's saying Sideshow emails us twice a day. They have dozens of posts on their social media daily, but they omit this price change in their daily posts. That's what kind of makes it feel like, all right, you're constantly communicating with us, but on this one very important thing, you've just decided to stay silent. That's what kind of hurts versus, you know, shops like yourself that are very transparent. And we do appreciate that as collectors, especially Hot Toys collectors, because, you know, we're finicky as hell.
Well, everybody is. I would go in the end. So in my years of doing this, there really isn't. It isn't really about loyalty. It's if I can get it cheaper. If it's the same product and if I can get it cheaper, I'm going to go that way. Especially if it's drastically cheaper. Are you kidding me? And it's not about, you know, it's nothing personal. It's just that shit. If I'm going to pay $50 less for it, I'm paying $50 less for it.
Yeah. $50 means $50 more towards another collectible is how most of us think about it, right? So we appreciate that you're in the mind of a collector, right?
Yeah. But as a company wise, they don't have to tell you shit. They really don't have to tell you anything. It was like, tough. If you don't like it, move on. Oh, you can't because I have a monopoly. Go get your hot toy from Hong Kong. You can say that, but in the fine print of that Hong Kong, you're paying way more for that figure. Period. You're going to pay way more for that figure. Yeah. You're going to get it faster. But here we go, right? Yeah.
I don't know if you're paying way more anymore.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yes, you are. Oh, yeah.
Toys Buying Agent has Buzz for a really solid price. The same price that you could get it from Sideshow shipped now. We should break it down. You should break it down, really. It's comparable. But I get everything. I agree with everything Marcos is saying. I agree with the consumer needs to be have common sense, right? I always talk about how people act like they don't know anything and they don't use common sense, and it's like I think that people need to do that more. I think we're losing that, but still I think in today's age where we have so many streamers now, we have so many YouTube people checking out you can't get away with, like, they might have been able to just raise the price $5 and no one noticed, but now you have like nerds ready to go. Like, oh, it jumped from 270 to 275. We got to talk about it on YouTube and make it a whole fucking thing. Like,
Just say my name.
they need to. No, I'm not. They need to hire or have a better. I guess it would be PR or whoever is in charge of like their social media or like stuff like that. They need to have a better communication and a thought process as to like what people are going to be saying about it, because it does affect them. I know nerds are just going to end up buying it anyway, but still it's going to affect them going forward, how much we're on YouTube talking about this stuff. And I think a lot of people are buying from other sources now, even if it's the distributors. They can get it from, even if it's just Sideshow distributors. I mean, like, going to Collector Zone, you get a hell of a deal and you have all the prices up front there. That's a better option. And if you go to, there are a lot of things overseas nowadays that are comparable. Like, I got my Logan for cheaper than it would have been from Sideshow, and Sideshow's still barely shipping those out.
I will say counterpoint though. If you're shopping around domestically, I think you could find the best prices here. You got to be a bit more patient, right? You got to potentially wait a little bit, but that wait time seems to be shrinking more and more. So I don't know. I found the best luck here as kind of a bargain shopper.
But that's how it works, right? So Sideshow has earned their keep, right? They've been around for so long.
Yeah.
All you're comparing is the price from Sideshow, because it's automatic in your brain, to everybody else. When ask your question, is Sideshow the cheapest place you can get your Hot Toys? It isn't. Please don't kill me out there, Sideshow, but it isn't. It's not even close.
Yeah.
There are places you can get your Hot Toys way cheaper. But we always compare Sideshow because they're the North American distributor. They earn that keep.
Yeah, that's where a lot of people just feel comfortable buying from, and I think
That's
once you
it,
step
right?
out of that box, right? And to Eddie's point, though, there's got to be some personal accountability. Like, okay, as a collector, I got to take on, like, let me do my homework, let me shop around and figure out what the best fit for me is, instead of being in this very narrow focus. But my fear is that since they're raising the prices on their end, that's going to trickle down to every mom and pop you may buy from.
Oh, well, yeah, it does. It does. There's countermeasures they can do, but it does. In the end, that's the inflation part. It kind of,
Yeah.
You used to pay $200 for a Hot Toy, now it's $280. Oh, I just saved $50, but the price overall is it's $80 higher. Doesn't matter what it is. It's going to be higher for you anyways. It's still, again, Sideshow's not the cheapest place you can get your stuff. It really isn't. I think it's they're the safest because they kind of, their customer service, but there's other places out there that are as good as Sideshow. There are not many, but there are a couple. Hong Kong is whatever. Yeah, you can do here. I hear, if you hear about a company in a negative way, it's kind of like you put a check on it. It's like, okay, wait a minute. Same thing with the whole Toy Wonderland thing, right? I've heard the same thing with the Toy Agent thing, and now that's why when I heard somebody in the chat say something about Off the Racks, I was like, whoa, wait a minute. You don't want to hear anything negative about anything, because they should be transparent. In the end, I think you guys are 100% right. The company should say, hey guys, check it out. UPS is doing this to us. This is how it's going to affect you. Hey, this is how it's going to affect you.
Yeah. The communication really.
Yeah, and
being
it
the key.
shouldn't come across as something they have to do. They don't have to do anything, but
Right.
it's just good business. It's just good policy,
Right.
Yeah. And I will say Shiny Shiny has the quote of the day saying, if you buy from Toys Wonderland, you don't actually have to worry about the shipping. So that's a great comment there. Very unfortunate, but and so Agent Silver Fox is, providing the UK perspective. China and Hong Kong is the cheapest for some UK collectors. So yeah, it's interesting. And I guess that's the thing. We've got an international audience. As a collector, you've got to know what the best place for you is, where you're comfortable. But I think we all really have to do our homework, because there are some really good deals to be found out there. Hey, maybe even a promo code 16fix on Collector Zone, just saying. But definitely do your homework, find out what's best for you. AJ Grusa is saying there's a shop a few miles from me that gets Hot Toys and posts when they come in. If a figure is sold out everywhere, I'll check there and go when it's posted. Yeah, supporting those local mom and pops and the smaller shops is really what I love to do. So that's awesome to hear, AJ. Greta, I think the only solution here is we've just moved to China. Go be over where
probably.
you're at, and then you pay the cheapest prices.
Probably.
Right.
You are all welcome.
All right. You got a guest bedroom for me?
Sorry?
You have a guest bedroom for me?
I do.
Okay, perfect. On my way. On
No
my
problem.
way.
And the closet for your boxes.
You're gonna
All right.
Closet boxes. That's great.
have to fight Mario for that spare bedroom. So.
Oh boy, yeah, that's right. That's right. With all his friends overseas now. Let's see. We got Jose Hernandez in the house.
OJ? Yeah. Sorry, Marco.
OJ.
It's too early to let you
I'm
slide.
thrown
OJ.
off. I'm thrown off. Jose? Okay.
OJ. You said OJ.
Marco, so I think we're going to talk a little Inart. Do you want to stick around and chat
Yeah,
with us
that's fine.
about some? All right.
Yeah, I'm
do it.
just
Let's
doing
do it.
work here on the side, so I can. Yeah, definitely.
Okay, cool. So we were talking about rooted versus sculpted figures. Now, Bretta, tell me why. I think we started talking here. Tell me why I'm sleeping on picking up this rooted hair version of the Batman, though, because I was convinced that here's the sculpted version. I was like, sculpted is all I really need. But the more that I see from this rooted hair version, I'm like, the realism is just kind of unmatched. And after having my Joker, but tell me I'm making a mistake by just going with the sculpted.
Which version do you pre-order?
So I was trying to save money, like I do as a true bargain bin bro, and I went with the sculpted single version. So I want to say it's like
Okay.
around $200 cheaper because you're really paying for that rooted hair.
Okay.
Maybe like $150 cheaper.
150 cheaper. You are comparing with the single only, right?
Exactly, with the single.
You are
pack
only interested
for
in the
just
single. You
Batman.
never thought
Exactly.
about the 2-pack with the bat signal and everything.
I thought about it, but at the time they kind of had that phase 1 list, and I was like, okay, they're doing a Superman, they're doing at least a Dark Knight Batman, they're gonna do what's his name, Ben Affleck Batman. I was like, I'd rather save a little bit here and put that towards those other releases. But the way that the pace that they're releasing things at, I could have probably just done the all-in pack, honestly.
No, completely. The question is, do you think you are going to use the sculpt?
I think so. I love displaying my figures with the sculpts. So I think at least in one iteration I'll use it.
So you are not going to use the Batman call? It's just a sculpt? And with the... you have a Bat Cycle, right?
I have the Bat Cycle, and I'm getting the Hot Toys version as well. So it's like, do I now try to add an all-in pack?
You are
to
getting the Hot Toys version.
It's a
too.
lot of Batman. That's a
Oh.
lot of Batman. I know Gigi's not going to
No.
be very happy about that.
So no, you keep the sculpted really, and then try to get the rooted head sculpt on the side. Don't pre-order a new one. If you can cancel the sculpted one and change to the rooted, it's fine. But
Yeah,
don't pre-order a new one, I think.
So here's my public service announcement. Chatting with Kit, because he put up that he's going to have more. I was like, hey, is there any way that I can upgrade my sculpted to rooted? And he said, sorry, that's not possible. And then I was like, well, sorry to contribute to the same question that you're going to get a billion times. And so I think he's feeling the burnout of all the questions from collectors. So if you've got one thing that you want to upgrade to another or switch to another, I don't think that it's going to happen. So just maybe spare Kit the email in the question because he's getting a lot of messages on that. So yeah,
What's
I think
the price
only
difference, Marco?
I want to say it's about
between
150. Yeah, I want to say it's about 150.
If you
At
want to
least
pay
it was.
150 for the head, I can pre-order the rooted and just sell you the head.
Oh wow. Okay. Interesting. Okay. Let's talk offline. But so Marcos, any insight on these? Any conversations about you maybe carrying any Inart in the future?
I wish, but nope. They have no global licenses. They're just the same. They're just overseas. You can't get
I
them
will
here.
say that
And,
they go ahead.
and the ones you can get here, Big Bad Toy Store, stuff like that, will carry some of them. They're just flipping the price on you. Be honest with you. Let's be transparent. They're charging you $200-$300 more for it. Anybody who's selling it to you in the U.S. are just completely flipping the price on you. But that's consumer. As long as you know, you can do that. But they're not supposed to be sold in the U.S. at all. Unfortunately,
I will say there is one that they've got a global license now. I don't know how that's going to impact your shop at all, but it is the Paul Atreides from Dune, and I'm trying to see
Yeah,
if I can pull up a picture.
you told me that, yeah, a while back that we're gonna do that, but they still haven't called or anything. So it goes by Queen, right? Queen Studio, and they haven't said anything yet.
Exactly. Queen or Inart is, I think, what their subsidiary is.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So no word on them
No.
getting licenses here. Okay.
No, not yet. Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay. Got it.
They look great though. They look good.
Yeah. Honestly, killer. Joao, anything that stood out to you at the showcase? I'm going to pull up the video here, but anything that you hadn't seen before that maybe was sticking out in the promotional video?
Oh, surely the Harry Potter stuff. And Joaquin Phoenix Joker, the 3-pack. And Paul Atreides too. I don't know why they are promoting so few of Paul Atreides, because I think the head sculpt looks amazing. That head sculpt is gorgeous. And Aragorn, of course. Aragorn we already saw. Aragorn is out of this world. But this Joaquin Phoenix, I think they did it very well. They already did this in 1/3 scale, 1/4 scale, a bust. They are used to these. They already know front and back of this head sculpt.
Those seem like the ones that they can really knock out of the park, right?
Exactly.
They've already done the R&D on it, and so it's like easier
Gandalf, they
for them
didn't.
to shrink it down.
And it's an amazing figure. Gandalf was the first time.
Eddie, anything that stood out to you?
He's playing Snake.
Yeah, I really love the red suit Joker. I think it looks really amazing, and I never got any of the third party ones, so that one tempts me. But the fact that it's a 3-pack is annoying to me. Also, I think I'm the only person interested in 1/12 line from Inart. I think that Dark Knight looks sick, so that's really cool. And the Harry Potter stuff all looks really good to me. I just don't know if I'm jumping in on that line or not. Harry Potter is a big part of my generation, right? So it makes me want to collect it, and I love most of the movies. So I don't know. I'm just not like the biggest Harry Potter guy. Like, I'm not a big like wizards and like that. I'm not that into that kind of sci-fi stuff. So
Yeah,
and the
Harry
Paul
Potter,
Atreides
like,
is cool too. Sorry, I forgot about that one. That one's really
Yeah,
cool.
Paul-
But that's another thing is like, I really liked the first Dune movie, and the trailers for the second Dune look really good. But like, I don't know if I need collectibles from that or not, because it's not. I mean, is it like Lord of the Rings or Harry Potter or Star Wars? Like, it's not that big.
It's
to
not
me, so-
iconic yet, right? And I think that's
Yeah.
probably a victim of the first film coming out during the pandemic. So yeah, we didn't really have that cinematic experience with it. But damn, yeah, everything that they're showing here, like I said, I've hard on them in the past. I'm like, what you're showing us is not really reflecting the quality of your figures. But my gosh, this hype video, all the pictures they put out, it's making me want to kind of go down that big Bretta line and just pick up anything that anything that they're selling, honestly, because it seems like they're knocking it out. Marcos, are you collecting any of these personally for your own collection? Anything kind of interest you in terms of Queen Studios or Inart?
No, I don't. No, I don't really. Well, I have a very unique situation, right? So I open them up and I put them in the gallery, and then yeah, that's my collecting. But then I'll go away. Like I said, Inart, there's nothing I can get right now. Like that we've talked, we've communicated. They want us to do a lot of their distribution stuff, but they can't. So they keep.
Yeah.
So they went backwards last year, like a lot of companies did, because of the whole whatever it was, I guess, recession, whatever you want to call it. It was just a weird bubble popping, right? So hopefully this year, if they get the DePaul and they contact me, then yeah, let's be the first one I can carry. But again, Warner Brothers gives the license to anybody, anywhere, right?
It sure seems like it.
Yeah, it's a very easy license to get, but it's very expensive. But there are other companies that will block you from coming to the U.S., right? It's a whole war thing going on. So they look fantastic, though. I love the Harry Potter stuff, but again, Harry Potter is a tricky license as well too. Harry Potter is almost like a Disney collector. Do I really need that high end? They don't even understand it. They'll go, why am I going to buy that Mickey Mouse if I can buy this Mickey Mouse way cheaper? They don't understand the art. Like, Brett, like all you guys here in the chat and stuff, you understand you understand this collection, you understand the beautiful quality behind it, the craftsmanship, the art, but a lot of people don't. So it would be hard to sell it and have a lot.
That's what I think a lot of us are confused. Like the Harry Potter line could be really promising, but is it really going to sell? Is it going to take advantage of the fan base? It's hard. I guess time will tell, but it's hard to see it like really being a runaway success. But they look good. They look really damn good. I just want the older versions of the characters. So it's the only thing that's giving me pause. Eddie, anything else stick out to you from the showcase? I know you're all about the Joker, like you said. Any more that you're starting to creep into thinking about?
I don't think so. I think just the Joker, and I don't even know if I'm gonna get it, to be honest, because of how much it's gonna be for a 3-pack. I'm gonna think about it, but that's the biggest one for sure. The Dark Knight. I think that's my top. I like that even more than the Joker. I like the fact that they're doing 112 stuff, because I've said this before, but Inart kind of came in and started making us question what Hot Toys could be capable of, and they could do that in 112 as well, because really, I mean, you have a lot of 112 high-end stuff, but the really like the best company is like Mezco for 112. And let's see, so Inart could come in and kind of challenge them as well. But I don't know, I was kind of surprised to see that it's more of like Mafek style, where it's like hard plastic sculpt and not cloth goods as much, other than like the cape. So maybe it won't challenge Mezco as much as I thought it was. I guess we'll see.
Yeah, I'm tempted by this one too. And if the price is actually as low as they're floating, shipped to us, I could get it. It'd be nice to have a Dark Knight Batman that's just like fully to mess around and pose with. I'm pretty precious with my stuff, and I don't like to go too crazy. So, this would be a fun one to mess with.
Do you guys pair Mezco with Hot Toys?
Sometimes, like
it's
if
very
I have,
odd. It's a very odd combo.
I like having something in a super dynamic pose next to a Hot Toy. So like, because a lot of the times the Hot Toy is in a
You're gonna give Brett a heart attack.
Why?
No, it's fine.
Mixing scales.
That's what Mezco struggles, right? Mezco struggles because people are not buying them. They just can't buy. They just don't sell. 1.6 is taken over so much that they don't sell. They're nice.
Maybe it'll go back now that 1.6 prices is going up.
But who? Yeah, that's another question too to ask yourself: who's driving the market higher? Yeah. Like who's making these prices higher and higher and higher? It's you guys. You're the consumers doing it
because we're paying so much for all this stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course. Yeah. So you're saying because Eddie said the right things, like made us think of what Hot Toys can possibly do. Oh, okay. So Hot Toys goes, well, let's come out with a Wolverine, an entire line that's way cheaper, and in the end, we're going to test the market on a rooted Joker and a rooted Scarlet Witch and stuff, and all of a sudden you're paying $700-800. Now your action figures and your 1.6 is $1,000 is no big deal now. Exactly. No big deal. Yeah, there it is.
I blame Ben Thomas for spending $1,200 on that J&D Joker. He's part of the problem, so that's why he was booted from the Bargain Bin Bros. You're not going to see him on here anymore.
It's not a problem either. You just
I'm joking.
When I ask these questions, you got to understand. He's like, look at both sides. You can do whatever you want. It's your money. Thank God we have so many companies that are competing because it makes the products better. But in the end, I'm here as a company side, business side. I'm looking at you guys going, you are going to spend it. Why did I go 112? 112 is nothing to me. It's like chump change now.
Yeah.
It's harder to make stuff.
It's scary to think if you tell your family you're spending that type of money on a 112th, they'll look at you crazy. But to us, it's like, it's nothing. That's the entry level. Equan is saying, I'm still emotionally damaged waiting on the 89 the 89 Batman for 3+ years from Mezco. Yep. I didn't realize there was that type of delay. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Yeah. They had a lot of issues. They still have issues. So Mezco makes their own make their own line now, so you don't have to pay for licensing and wait for it, and they get all the profit, right? They make all this profit without
They
paying.
charge the same for them.
Oh yeah, because you're paying for it.
I'm not buying that
I'm
shit.
just
I think
saying.
they're cool, but I won't buy
They
that
charge
shit.
whatever they want.
Because I knew exactly what that was. I was like, dang, they're smart, man.
Yeah, they're
People
smart.
love them, so they make that shit, and people buy it, and it's the
People
same
love
price. Yeah.
Same price. Yes.
And it looks like so Philip the Fool is saying that White Ranger that went up yesterday, I think it was $80 before shipping and tax, but it sold out pretty quick. So it seems to be a sweet spot for him. And then Shiny is just saying, just sit one of your 1/12 figures on the shoulders of another to get a 1/6 trench coat, and you've got the pose with your Hot Toys just fine. That's right. That's awesome.
An odd look.
Oh,
it's an
sorry,
odd look.
You mean Mezco? Tremble Dust is saying, you mean Mezco doesn't sell on the retail side, so you don't carry Mezco at all, Marcos?
I do. I
Yeah.
sell out most of the time before it gets here, but I only buy 4, 5, 6 to maybe 8 units of each one. They will not sell. They do not sell. Mezco, you can go anywhere and you get them 50% off.
Mm-hmm.
It depends on the character as well too. Okay, it depends on the character. Okay,
Yeah, and I think their exclusives sell out. If
they're
they're
exclusive.
exclusives,
They only make like 350 of them. Or 1,000. Whatever it is.
But
and
usually you
want it.
can. He's right. You could find like the regular
Find 'em.
releases, like for instance, the Morbius. I forget the name of that character. He was on sale on Entertainment Earth during Christmas. So
Yep, Destro too. Destro was like 50% off.
the GI Joe stuff isn't popular.
Well, because you can get it
As
cheaper.
much.
Why am I going to pay 150
Then there's like
bucks?
options.
Yeah,
There's so many options for GI.
That's
Joe.
when I'm going back to the Harry Potter line.
Yeah.
The Harry Potter. There's so many Harry Potter things. Why I'm just going to buy a McFarlane toy? Why am I going to pay
It'll be
$400?
I think what you said about Harry Potter is really interesting. I think you'll trigger a lot of Harry Potter fans, but I think there is some truth to the fact that are Harry Potter fans willing to spend a shit ton of money? Because I want to see how well that Harry bus does.
Right, it looks
That's-
fantastic, right?
yeah, it
we're
looks
talking
insane, but-
6 grand. 6 grand.
Yeah.
You got to really love something to
Yeah.
have that type of representation for that price. And Best Car Kid is saying same thing happened with Sideshow back in the day. Prices were about $250 to $300. Then Cinemaquette hit the market, and Sideshow prices almost doubled overnight. So yeah, I guess things are always evolving, and so I haven't been in the hobby long enough to have seen all these peaks and valleys. But thanks for that data there, Best Car Kid. And then Tremble Dust is saying that he doesn't mix scales, especially half to 1/12.
Right.
Best Car Kids clarifying for premium formats. Let's see, Philip the Fool saying just like Hot Toys, some figures sell out quick, some sit. That's a good data point there. So I want to move on to one figure here, and Brett, I want to start with you because I was listening to Collectors Unite, and I think that this is one that you're not sold on for yourself, but you're thinking about for your kid. So this Buzz Lightyear. Yeah, this Buzz Lightyear. So what is giving you pause about it? Is it because it's not actually Buzz from the Toy Story like proper films, or what about it doesn't really fit the collection?
Not only that, but if I ever had the Buzz Lightyear in my collection, I would want to have Woody together with him. And since Hot Toys doesn't have the license for the Toy Story, but they have the license only for the Buzz Lightyear, that probably will not happen. And if you want to get a Woody at this moment, you only have two choices. You go to find a third-party one that
Or you go on P.
I don't like
Okay,
much.
pause.
Or you get the custom one that was done by Toyman, but in the aftermarket it goes for around $5,000, and I don't want to pay $5,000 for a Woody,
Heck no.
right?
What was
So
that? What was
it's
that
basically
electronic one that has been shared around in the groups?
that's the I think that's the the Robozen or something like that, but that's not 1/6 scale. That's a smaller scale.
Oh, it's smaller. Okay, I thought it was
Yeah.
actually 1/6. Okay.
But even before Hot Toys did announce this one, there was Toyman also. That is a custom guy that does very high end 1/6 scale figures. He also did the Buzz Lightyear, but it was he quoted me. I remember I asked him the price. It was like $1,600 for Buzz Lightyear.
My gosh. Okay.
Only 25 made, because he did the Woody and then he did Buzz Lightyear. So no, that's out of my ballpark completely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Two figures
you
for
would,
like $5,000.
You would never mix a Woody from Toy Story with
No,
this
no, no,
Buzz
no,
because
no,
that's not your
no.
thing.
It's different. You cannot mix
Yeah.
them. But yeah,
Sicko.
I'm paying attention to the prices of these, because Sims is not selling very well over here. There were not much hype around it, so check if I can get it for my kid. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is one I'm definitely keeping an eye on. Eddie, you were interested in this one, right? This is one that you were considering snagging.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it this morning with collector's on. So
Wow. Okay.
you
All right. So you
pre-ordered
got
yeah, I
ask. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
I have like a strong feeling that this is gonna be a really sick figure, and like I know it's coming out like the very beginning of 2024, but I have a feeling it'll already be a contender for figure of the year. It just it's a property that lends well to figure form, and it looks super articulated. They put out a video, like a little reel on Instagram, and the weapons are magnetized, or the sword is magnetized to the back. Like the detail on it looks sick. It has a good amount of accessories if you get the deluxe. And you know the jetpack and the heat laser whatever arm thing is with the deluxe too. That's cool. And then you could get socks. But I don't know. I have a feeling that it's gonna be a super dope figure. So I had to get it. I missed the pre-order, so I'm glad I was able to grab one from Marcos. But I don't know. I just have a strange suspicion that it's going to be a lot of people's favorite, and it might be slept on a little bit. I know it's waitlisted or on Sideshow, but I don't know. I just have a strange feeling it'll be one of those sleeper figures.
And
Yeah,
that
you got
the
lots-
fact that that they changed the remove the sound more. They changed the joints on the knees. When they announced the figure, the joints were rubber, and they changed for plastic, which
That's
is
awesome.
much better for articulation.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, and you got the last one, so I think about it, But that doesn't mean it's a popular. Like Fred said, like it's not. It doesn't mean it's a popular figure either. It's because it sells out, right?
Yeah.
It's just because they don't make that many, and that's another thing people have to kind of. This FOMO back in the day, yeah, I get it, but FOMO now it's back to 2019, 2018, where FOMO was a real thing. Now, it is again. It's been like that for 8 months, and people have been asking me for figures. I'm like, they're gone, dude. I can't. They're gone. Well, why? No one likes this figure. I get it, but they're not making as many anymore.
Jesus
Or
Christ,
back to normal. Yeah.
So that was gonna be my question, Marco. So if a figure is sold out on your site, you're not gonna be able to add additional stock.
No, you can't. They won't let you, and that's it. They don't even do it themselves because they're still sitting on old stuff. Like I didn't, but I know Sideshow and the big ones. Those guys, the COVID bubble was something absolutely unique. Something it doesn't happen. Maybe once every 100 years, right? And they have when Ahsoka premium formats were at 9,500 edition size. Isn't that that blows your mind? Just things were so massive. So Hot Toys were the same way. Shit, I got like 8 blurgs. I got so many kinds of blurgs running around here.
Yeah.
But now they don't make them anymore, right? It's like certain amount, like the Venom. So now they give you last calls. There's last calls. This is your amount. Getting your amount. Hurry up, And anybody who orders it within 30 days. I would say 30, 35 days, and that's it. You're done. I'll have an extra stock, and once it's gone, it's gone.
Okay, that's good to know. All right, so I will not email you to see if you can get more of these for one of my friends. I know Gigi's in the chat, so definitely not for me. But also, we got Mario El Profesoro dressed in his Sunday finest. Mario, how you doing, man?
My Sunday finest, damn, dude. All right. White T-shirt says it all, doesn't it? What's up, y'all? Morning.
You've been watching American Me.
I've been watching
I-
American shit. I just got out of bed, dude. What are you talking about? So, hence the
Thanks for joining
beanie.
me.
Yeah, no,
So
I was
you're-
gonna say now I feel like you're a mini me, dude. I gotta take my beanie off. You're gonna hate to see it.
So you're a Disney super fan. Is this one that you're getting, Mario?
Oh, sorry. What was that?
The Lightyear, is this Buzz one that you're getting?
I was talking to Eddie last night about this, Eddie and Calvin, and I'm definitely interested, but whether or not I'll pull the trigger still remains to be seen, man. I mean, it's a Disney property. This is a bit of a one-off, and I appreciate that kind of shit that's outside of like the big three properties, you know. So if I can get my hands on something like this, it's not that I'm getting it for it to appreciate and value just because it's something that's not really out there, but it's something that's kind of near and dear to me because of the fact that it's Disney. But I can see Joel's point too, that if he gets this, he's gonna want Woody as well. I kind of feel the same way in a sense, but at the same time, I don't really want to build up like a toy-esque line. That's why I like that this is actually from the real Buzz Lightyear movie or whatever. You know, so for me, I feel like this is like different enough that can just it can stand alone, or stand on its own on the shelf, you know, and not really be tied to the actual. Well, it is still tied to the actual legacy of Toy Story itself, but I don't know. I just like it. I'm feeling the design and everything, man. I like the extra weathering that they apply to it and everything. It's cool.
Yeah, this is one that I definitely clowned on when it first came out. But now I got my eye on it. I mean, a friend of mine definitely does. So Andreas IB with the super chat. Thank you so much, Andreas. If you want to get a Woody at this moment, you only have two choices. Bread of the Wise. Happy early New Year. Yes, that was a... Someone please clip that. And if you have any ways that Bretta can get a Woody, just DM.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Blue Chew.
Oh boy, there.
I remember
Eddie's
why.
official spokesman.
Yeah, I would, man. Hit me up, sponsorship. I remember why I skipped this in the beginning because this is spoilers. So if you're gonna,
Oh,
if you
I
wanna
haven't
hear
seen it yet.
I haven't seen it yet, bro. Please
Pause,
don't.
pause.
Ah, you motherfucker.
Of course Mario hasn't seen it.
You know what?
Yes, I've seen it. I know
I
exactly
expect
what you're
this
gonna
from
say.
Mario, but not you, Marco. Not you.
Dude, Eddie, you already spoiled it previously, man. So just might as well.
Yeah,
just
I know,
spit it
but
out.
I don't. If Marco wants to watch it, then fine.
He ain't gonna watch this shit by now if he hasn't.
But
watched
I
it yet.
remember why I didn't pre-order it because I thought there might be another version of it, but it looks like there isn't going to be another version of it, so that's why I ended up grabbing it. So,
You don't think this looks close enough to that other version you're talking about?
that other version is well, that's
Big
spoiling it. So why am I even? That's spoiling it. So yeah,
I don't remember, man. So,
I guess it's close enough. It's still
Yeah.
dope as hell. This is dope as
Yeah.
hell. So.
Oh, Marco, by the way, real quick, I heard
Yeah,
you was talking
come.
about you wanting to have Joel save you a place. That's already been spoken for, bro.
Oh,
Just to let you know, I already called dibs. So
All right,
Calvin,
okay, so
Calvin
there's
called dibs in the
competition.
chat too. He said you.
yeah, y'all can call dibs all you want. I called this shit months ago.
Wow, all right. So Mario first on the scene.
I
Exactly.
don't have a say.
Nah. Joel,
know
you're the one
it's
that offered
China,
it to me,
right,
bro. What are you
bro?
talking about?
The rooms
true.
are small
Um,
out there. They're not built
Yeah, I
for
know.
6'5"
Yeah,
dudes.
I heard they're built for hobbitons.
I'm not even
Cubes out there.
comment.
Sorry, Bretta, what were you saying?
No more locked
Nothing.
doors.
I said I'm
Yeah.
not going to comment.
Oh man, Mario totally with the I don't like locked doors. That is perfect. That is hilarious. So let's move on to the last figure I think we're going to talk about today. And
No, you
is
are not
this-
going to move on. You are going to let me share here one thing
Please.
Wow.
Okay, let me know when you got it.
because you are all joking with me. And this is the Woody that I was talking made by Tom.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's your Woody. I
This
see.
is
Very-
$5,000?
The very expensive one. No, it was 2,500, but now there are only 25 made, and they are all
Oh,
sold
that's
out.
why, yeah. I remember seeing this. Doesn't Bob Dylan have one of these?
I'm not sure if Bob Dylan have this Woody.
That's crazy, man. There's a
Yeah,
snake
this
in
is-
my boots.
This is pretty insane. I not for the price, but yeah, this is awesome.
And an extra sculpt. Look at that. Yeah, that is cool, man.
There are
Yeah.
That's really
250 photos. We are going to see one by one.
Okay, one by one. We got all day. It's Friday. Let's do it.
It's Friday, right? well, let's just show half of them now. We'll continue the rest on LWO tonight. Marco's hosting anyway, so
There you go. Yeah, it'll
Might
be a
as well.
continuation.
I don't know why
of
this is
Bargain Bin
nightmare
Bros.
fuel. That realistic head
Is it really?
sculpt on Woody is like, it's scary.
You're my favorite deputy.
That makes it
man.
worse.
So I need to watch the Blue Beetle for tomorrow, right? Jesus
You need to
Christ.
watch it for tonight, dude.
Oh man, Bretta,
It's
no
2
pressure.
a.m. I'm
No
going to
pressure.
sleep. I need to wake up at 8 to watch Blue Beetle on time for LWO.
I don't know how
We
you
need
do
to
it.
watch Blue Beetle. Did I miss something?
You know, what'd be dope
Yeah.
if you could plug in movies
didn't
while
watch
you
yet?
sleep, and
No, I
it,
haven't
like
watched
you
it.
dream the movie.
So
And then you wake
one
up
you
and
haven't
you've seen
watched
the
yet. Also, everyone they are saying that is a requisite for tomorrow LW for the LWO.
Why?
You need to watch. I don't know.
Because you're Latino. What the fuck,
Yeah,
¿Y
that's right.
qué?
bro? We have to support Latino superheroes. That's what.
I
2023
mean,
is all about,
not all
man.
Latinos support each other. You know, there's actually
Wow.
one. You
They're
know,
all
from what I
haters?
understand, there's one actor in there in particular that doesn't support, you know, razas anyway. So
He's never gonna let George Lopez.
fuck that guy.
You either die the hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain, because
Why you
he
crying?
Has he has a bit about what's his name, the guy from Chips, Eric Estrada,
Oh,
right?
Eric Estrada. Yeah.
About how he met him and he was a dick, and it's like FTP, fuck that puto.
Yeah, he
And
did. I
It's
remember.
it's come full circle now.
Yeah, exactly.
It's come full circle. That's amazing. But so let's. I think this will be the last one we talk about. This is the Sakaar Iron Man. Okay, so Mario, I'm gonna start with you, and then we'll go to Marcos. How do you feel about this one? Obviously, you're getting back into Marvel. Are you on the what if train? To me, this
God,
one
no.
seems a bit silly, but yeah. What are your thoughts?
No, this is a little bit out there for me, man. I mean, the Marvel train is very selective for me, man. I mean, I'm going for not all the Iron Mans, but the ones that I really like. This one, however, this is a little bit out there, man. I mean, now that this is Sakaar, so I guess it kind of makes sense, you know, given all the bright colors and shit. But no, I'm good. I'm good. I don't know. I haven't really seen this version of the episode yet. This what if this season 2 just dropped, didn't it?
Yeah, it just dropped. I think they dropped
Yeah,
the whole
I haven't-
thing at once. Yeah,
Oh, did they?
I think
Oh
so.
shit, I don't know. I didn't even know that it came out until I started seeing shit like
Wow,
this.
fake Marvel fan.
I know, what are you gonna do? So but yeah, no, this is I'm sure this is for someone. I'm sure Eddie's more interested in this than I am.
What the hell?
Wow,
I don't
thrown
want
immediately
this.
under the bus.
I don't want this at all.
Not for you either.
You hate to
huh,
see
Eddie?
it.
Nah.
Okay. So maybe Marcos can give us some insight into the what if line. How have those figures done, and is this one kind of following the same trend?
They're okay. The longer, see that once Mario said he didn't see it, that was it. You have to see the episode to understand what this dude's all about. I saw
Yeah,
the
yeah. My
episode.
opinion isn't valid.
Well, the reason is because a completionist for Iron Man suits would get this, right? Like somebody who's absolutely loves and gets everything Iron Man.
Yeah.
But if you saw the episode, you understand the hype. It's like, oh, that was a badass episode. I mean, the episodes are really good. That what if, like, they made a season 2 for a reason. They were badass, and so far this season has been really good as well too. The whole storyline behind this thing is pretty badass too. So I think it's cool. So the what if line, the longer it's out there and marinates, the Captain Carters, you end up with like 18 of them, and then down to 1.
Oh, okay, so it's picked up some steam.
No, that was beforehand, because now Captain Carter had a great episode in it. I mean, God, if they can make Marvel movies the way they're making this, you're gonna get right back on top of it. I'm not saying people are going to the theater anyways, but you're oh man, they're really cool. You know, you got Black Widow, Captain Carter, and then you got Iron Man, and Iron Man's doing this and doing that. That's what people want, right? So this suit is, it's out there, but it fits the episode. So if somebody goes, oh, the What If series is out, right? Once you say that, this thing right here is like, I don't know what the hell this is, but that fits perfect to the episode. It's very cool.
Okay, I'm gonna. Have
You know what
to,
this kind of reminds me of? If anybody
ahead,
watched
Mario.
like G1 Transformers, it kind of looks like Omega Supreme. I kind of get that vibe. You see it, Marcos? What I'm talking about? You see
Yeah, of
it?
course. Yeah.
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 And Tremble Dust is saying if it transformed, it would be killer, but I actually don't want Hot Toys to transform. I know they did that Black Panther. I think they've got too many fragile little parts that I don't want to have to be switching back and forth all the time. That Hot Toys scares me in terms of transforming, but
They can just do like what XM does, man. Just give you the full piece and just give you the transform piece at the same time, man. That's what I like about them when they do their statues.
Well,
Just give us the alt mode separately.
Yeah, this thing has a transformation to it too. That's why he's saying that.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Spoilers, bro. Damn.
Yeah,
Oh my.
it's okay.
Spoilers for something that he was never going to watch in the first place.
Hey, man, I plan on watching it eventually.
It's legit. It's
Eventually,
legit. It's a legit
2026.
episode. It's legit.
Yeah, no,
Legit
I did
episode.
like the first season of it, man. So I just didn't know the second one's actually out. So I'll check it out.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch it today.
I'm going to get to it too. Oh, okay. Today. There
But the
you go.
price point too, you see on this thing, it's pricey. It's real pricey. It's Iron Man, and am I going to buy this, or am I just going to wait around for them to drop? You know, the one or two last, Ahsoka's figures, right? Where am I going to put my money in? You know, this is just kind of let's throw it out here now, and if we get a couple sales, you get a couple sales. But I don't expect them making a lot of these at all. So these are going to be definitely one-offs, in my opinion. Just like
So I see. Yeah, I hadn't looked at the price yet, so obviously didn't do my homework before the show. $4.95. I didn't realize it was that high, and then you add the $5 inflation that you're going to tack on. Joe.
Oh, forget about it, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
that $5 makes
Yeah,
a
no,
difference.
it's out of here. We're out of here now. So,
Yeah, man.
How much
we're
do you
at
think this will
500,
cost to ship from Sideshow?
Gosh, Marcos, I would assume so. If you're shipping to me, maybe like $60.
I'll say $30 for this thing. It's just what is it? PVC? What's it made of?
It probably, yeah, I think it's PVC. Yeah, I think it's definitely plastic. There's some LED features to it and everything.
Yeah,
But
that just
think
reminds
about
me
it.
of the Hulkbuster.
I bet in their
Yeah.
estimated shipping, it's like $16. Bull is 16. Look at the
Ain't
size
no
of that
way.
Iron Man.
Ain't no
and
way.
then- no way. That's going to cost you $40, $50, $60 a ship. Easy.
Those boxes are going to
By
be
the time it
huge,
comes
yeah.
out, you're probably right. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. 2025? Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, forget about it.
There's a lot of so Andreas IB is saying that the series has been great so far. AJ Agrusa's liking it as well. Halfway through season 2, Calvin Loki Collector saying Mario ain't watching
this shit.
Single Song Other High Collectors. Is it Iron Wolverine? It looks like with those claws. Oh, I actually hadn't
I
noticed
see
the
that.
claws. Okay, that's actually pretty. That's a pretty cool wrinkle. Now I'm a
Christian
little
say
more
that
interested.
looks like a Digimon.
What's a Digimon?
There's a Digimon with the claws.
It does look like a Digimon, actually. It looks
I like that.
Do you have him with his head
Or
sculpt? Like,
Greymon.
a face sculpt? Yeah.
So that's actually a pretty cool addition, right? That it's a cartoon specific.
Yeah,
Wow.
it fits well with the other What If ones. So you're gonna have your old What If line, right? Yeah, it's exactly what it is, Eddie. That's what it is, dude.
That's a
This is the
Digimon?
Digimon he
What
was
is that,
referring
Eddie?
to.
Let me see. So
You see?
There
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
Huh?
He's already got it. He doesn't need it now.
I know, right?
Oh man, that's awesome. You should put that in your cabinet with all your Hot Toys. Joao would definitely approve of that.
Oh god,
So,
why?
Equan saying
Bro,
they could have made a car mode for this Iron Man. It was essential to the episode. Equan with another spoiler. Sorry,
What the
sorry,
hell,
Mario.
y'all? Jeez.
You were just about to watch it.
I know, right? Damn.
So
Watch
Joao,
Blue
how you,
Beetle.
there we go. Watch Blue Beetle. So,
Yeah, I got my reasons for not watching that, bro.
Watch it.
Joao, how you feeling about this one?
Not for me, definitely. But I appreciate the design, and I think it kind of a different style of Iron Man. And I agree with Marco. The Iron Man fans will go all over this. The completionist. There are a lot of Hot Toys collectors that go for everything Iron Man, and I think this fits right in their collection rooms. Sorry, what, Mario?
Nothing. Go as you were. I'm sorry to interrupt you, John.
No problem. And yeah, it looks cool, but I have no much to say about this. I didn't watch season 1. I didn't watch even season 2. So no.
Yeah,
is this
and-
the same size as the what's
No.
the green one from the other What If?
The
Hydro
green one?
Boost.
The Hydra Bust.
Or
No.
Stomper.
Hydrobust.
No, this looks a lot
Hydra
smaller.
Stomper.
It's not that much larger than the Mark IV Iron Man, dude. Unless that's the quarter scale.
Yeah, it's just
No.
thicker, but
This one's just a little bit bigger. About 14 inches, I think.
Yeah, that's not that much
14.5.
taller.
Yeah.
Maybe like
It ain't crazy.
Thanos kind of? Thanos
Kinda
kind of
like Thanos.
size?
yeah.
Well,
Seem-
now that people said the car mode thing, it makes sense why he has those big ass wheels on his back.
Dude, stop spoiling it, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, it's something
No,
to it. There's a lot of stuff to it. But
Oh man! And Best Car Kid is saying, "I want a Star Wars what if George Lucas's vision for the sequels were to treat the new Jedi Order is Maul and his syndicate." Yeah, actually, this would be a what
Let's
if
just bring
Star
back
Wars
Maul
would be
again.
perfect. There you go. Actually, that'd be really incredible. I love that idea. Tremble Dust is saying, "For that money, a Mark III 2.0 would take the precedence for me." Yeah,
Right.
Yep.
it's no insignificant investment. You feel like you'd have to really enjoy the episode or be a real big Iron Man collector, like Marco said. So let's see. So Eddie, how are you feeling about this one? You haven't seen the episode yet, but you're into the What If series. Is this one that you'd consider at that price point?
No, definitely not. I don't hate it. The thing that I notice about it that I like is all the colors makes me think of like graffiti and like street art stuff. So that's cool to me because I'm like super into colorful stuff. But yeah, it's not something
Colorful
I
stuff,
need.
you say.
Yeah, I knew. Why did I know someone was gonna take it?
Hey, man. When there's a shark in the water, dude. Just saying.
all the colors, just the thing I think saves this thing. All the colors make sense. If you see the episode, it all makes sense why it looks like this. It is, when you watch the episode, it feels like Robert Downey Jr. It is Iron Man. Same attitude. It is Iron Man. So if you're a completionist to it, you have to like the episode. You have to love Tony Stark. That's Tony Stark. I mean, the whole attitude to it.
Shit,
But there's a
I'm gonna
reason
wa-
why it looks like that. Those colors, it's was it Jack Kirby? It's Kirby.
Kirby style,
Kirby.
yeah.
It's Kirby. It's what Ragnarok was. That's what it is.
Y'all got me hyped to watch this episode now, man. I'm gonna
It's cool,
watch this
man. I
thing
think
and
it's
fuck
if you
around
like
and buy
old
it.
school, old school, Marvel Cinematic stuff. Yeah. It's cool to see. Now to
Yeah.
buy it, that's up to you. I don't, whatever. Like it or
Marco, we'll
not.
talk later, dude.
No, no. It's
He's like,
legit, bro. It's cool.
Any additional thoughts on this Iron Man?
Next.
Okay.
There's no next.
Yeah, I think that actually might do it for us. Let me just check to make sure.
That's
that
it.
we
I just
didn't
got
leave
here,
anything
bro.
on
What
the
the
table.
hell?
I know you just got here, but
The
it's gonna.
fuck?
It's
We've
gonna
been
be
here
to
for
be
almost 2
continued.
hours.
Yeah,
So?
it's gonna be to be continued on LWO. I will
that's
just
right.
share this one last thing, and this is kind of what got me thinking about the rooted versus sculpted. So let me just share this really fast.
You really
saw
want us
this.
to validate your opinion.
I do. This is why I come on here, just to talk to you guys and be like, no, it's okay. Spend that money, guys. So I saw this on Facebook, and so here are the specs. This is a AR custom. Art 15 custom. I don't know where I got AR custom. Art 15 custom, and Art 15 custom is the Instagram, and this is a custom rooted Hot Toys that looks incredible. Like, this is the essence of the character here. And this has got me thinking, like, man, should I have gone for the rooted hair Pattinson? This is the one that really got me down these intrusive dark thoughts. But this looks incredible. Has anyone seen this one already?
Oh, God, no.
I don't like that much. to
I don't
be
like
honest.
it. It doesn't look good to me, Marco. I'm sorry.
Really?
Looks
Okay,
like a
okay.
wig.
Yeah.
Wow. All right. So no love for this. No, I thought that this looked.
He's got no
This was
neck.
looking just like.
Well, that's the Hot Toys.
I think that's the Hot Toys thing. I think people are making the adapter for it. But okay, so no fans here. Well, I don't want to hate on someone's work. If we have nothing nice to say beyond me.
Well,
then
no,
we'll
no.
just
I'm
go.
the work,
fault.
the paint.
You brought
It
it up.
looks nice. Yeah.
I thought everyone was gonna be like me and be like, "Wow, this looks incredible." But yeah. So versus what we're gonna have with the Inart rooted version there, which is becoming more and more appealing to me. But the sculpted looks pretty damn good too. So
I mean, why not just take it to Tina then, if that's the case? I know she's got like a year backlog, but
I was
maybe
gonna say
it'll be-
she's got, just like Helen said on Collectors United, she's too busy with Bob Dylan to get to the rest of
You're
us.
not- yeah, she's not wrong,
normies.
dude.
So,
The number one customer.
That's right. You
Exactly.
gotta, yeah, I get it though. I get it. He's the OG. So Andreas IB is saying I'm excited for Inart Rooted, but I must say Hot Toys looks great too. Yeah, I'm incredibly excited for the Hot Toys. Marcos, last question for you: has Sideshow given any indications of when the Batman will start hitting your shelves?
I already the bat single's gone. The bat cycle is here and gone. So yeah, they're supposed to be pumping them out early. Once the holidays are over with, and hopefully they get here before Chinese New Year. Everybody kind of forgets that part too. Chinese New Year and all that. Once Chinese New Year hits, you're done for a month. Nothing's moving. So that's around February, I think. Well, it depends. Yeah, and so we'll see. I think January there's a kind of holiday as well too. I don't know for sure, but that's happening as well too. So, but they're coming. Yeah, all of them are coming. Half of them are already here and gone. But the deluxe box, I think there's the deluxe, and then there's a regular with him just alone, right? There's 4 versions.
Yeah.
Yep. Bat Signal alone, the Bat Cycle gone. Those 2 are gone. Then him with the
Bat Signal.
I think him with the Bat Signal and the deluxe base, him with the deluxe base, and then just maybe
there's so many versions, right? Yeah. They
So
work
many
with one, work with
SKUs.
one. Yeah. You would think, right, that you would get all of them done at the same time, but it never happens.
Absolutely.
So many projects going on. Yeah. Now for the Inart stuff, the rooted hair, is the sculpt different? Is it different material? Or it's just the same material, just the hair is rooted?
Same material for both the sculpted and the rooted.
So the J&D is supposed to make it silicone and rooted? That's the one up?
Exactly. That's
That's the one up.
and $600 more.
Because that's what I would think. If I wanted rooted, I'd be like, man, I want the skin to look as real as the hair. So, I'm not saying it's bad or good. I just say that's what I would my head. Like, well, if it's rooted, then I want the skin to be different.
But would you want to invest all that in 6 scale, or would you rather have like a larger scale for that if you wanted to go all out?
Me, I wouldn't touch it. I wouldn't pay $1,000, $1,500 for a 1/6. Just me personally, I wouldn't do that. But
you might as well
to each their
still
own,
there
man.
for that.
To each their own, and it's your money. You can do whatever you want, But you're putting those. I mean, you're just continually to raise the prices, man. You're upping it and upping it and upping it, and all of a sudden you'll be paying.
You're not wrong.
That's what it is. Your consumer is driving it.
Yep.
And you're not bad as I'm not saying you're a bad person or anything, but that's what's happening.
They're not making it any easier when the art itself is just so that damn good, but they're paying a premium to where we'll start compromising.
Oh yeah.
And we're like, yeah, it looks nice. Do I want to pay it? No, but we'll we'll get it. And that's it. We're giving these companies these powers.
And the J&D.
Go ahead.
The J&D ones, another company you can't get here in the States.
Yeah.
Everybody who carries it, man, it's $400 to $600 overpriced just to get a profit, because they don't offer a wholesale. So it's like, oof, man, you're paying $1,600 for 1/6. That's tough.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, the prices here are pretty hard to see. Now Brett obviously is getting the premium pack, but I think the prices are slightly more reasonable there overseas, slightly more reasonable. So if we were in that range, I could maybe justify it. But yeah, what we have to pay to get it here, I can't stomach it. I can't do it.
It's hard.
Yeah, and Single Songwriter is saying, if I wanted the Batman, I wouldn't care about the hair because it'll be posed as the Batman with the cowl on it. Yeah, I think that will be for most people. But I do love to display them with the sculpts. So we'll see where I end up. I'm sure Gigi will have a lot of heartburn over all the Batmen coming in. So I think with that, she is getting sworn in today. So a glorious day.
Nice.
I'm gonna have
nice.
to creep away. Yeah. So exciting moment for us. So she will officially be official. She's like, it's been so piecemeal. It's like finished law school, then passed the bar, then one other exam she had to take, and then she had to get a card, and then now finally getting sworn in. So things have been we could finally celebrate it all coming to fruition. With that, I will just say I'm going to plug LWO tonight. It'll be on my channel. Let's see, it's 10 o'clock Eastern time is about when we'll start. Take a look on my Instagram and on everyone else's social media for the link. And hopefully we'll see you all there tonight. Marcos, I'm going to start with you. Thank you for hopping on in and giving us a different perspective than we normally have here. But anything you'd like to have folks check out? We do have the link for Collector's Zone down in the chat, and
No.
a little
Happy New Year,
1-6 Rick's
everybody.
promo.
Yeah, I don't care for plugs, man. I appreciate you guys for even allow me to be on here, man. So just much love. Everybody, I know a lot of people in the chat already, and just Happy New Year, man. Just a couple more days, and then here we go again. Back to work, and what 2024 is going to look like, man. It's going to hope we don't blow each other up, man. We just, as long, everybody be happy, healthy, just love one another. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. Just take, have fun, man. Especially in this hobby where it's kind of like a getaway. Just let me be in my own world here, man. I love this.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and Mario, I know, man, it's messed up, dude. You want San Diego Comic-Con? You could do 2.5 weeks before that and come out to my shit. But I know it's okay.
We'll see what happens, man. We'll see.
It's
We'll see.
okay. I know the
We'll see what
tickets are
happens, man.
expensive for San Diego Comic-Con and all that shit.
Yeah, we'll see, bro.
Yeah. All right.
Man.
Yeah.
Well, appreciate you, Marcos. Thank you for jumping on in here. So, Mario, will Brophy Talk be back on New Year's Day, or will you be taking a hiatus on New Year's Day?
I know, huh? No. I expect to be back on New Year's Day, man. So we will definitely have a show. We might have something special going on as well. My man Ray at Hawk Wars. So yeah, stay tuned, man. I expect to be back, for sure. But definitely looking forward to LWO tonight. It was cool to be on LWO in the morning as well, man. This is nice.
There we go. Yeah, we're holding it down on both ends.
Yeah. Hey.
Oh, that doesn't sound right. Anyway,
that's what we do.
That's right. Oh boy! All right. Well, yeah. Take a look at Mario's Instagram for an announcement on when Profi Chat is coming back, and
yes, sir.
Looking forward to the next one. Thank you for joining, Mario. Sorry that we
thanks for having me
cut
on,
it
bro.
off just about after you joined, but
that's all good,
I appreciate
man.
you being on here.
Just messing.
So Joao, what's coming up? Collectors Unite. Normally, I'll let you plug it on the times that you guys go live, which is really early on the West Coast.
I'm not going to plug it. If you know, you know. You don't know, you don't watch.
Wow! All right.
It's like 3 a.m. for him over there, man. My man wants to go to bed.
I saw how
can
many
barely
views he's getting
speak
on
at
that.
this moment.
Thank you for staying up so late with us after a very long day and after playing soccer. So really appreciate your perspective, Big Bretta, and we'll see you on LWO tonight after you watch Blue Beetle. So
Blue Beetle and What If?
And what
Yes.
if? There you
Go
go.
watch
I
the
will
what-
be doing.
Yeah,
We'll
and
be
the what
doing a
if.
quiz. There
No,
you
it's
go.
not.
We will be doing a quiz on all of this. So yeah, thanks for joining. And Eddie, you'll be on LWO tonight.
Yeah, for sure, dude.
Okay. Anything to plug on your channel?
Nothing right now. Yeah, I got nothing. Is Ben doing a show on Sunday? I don't know. But if
I
Ben's
think
doing
maybe
a
New Year's
show
Eve he might
Sunday,
be.
oh, he's skipping, huh?
Yeah, I think
Okay,
so.
well then I got
No, so you
LWO
can
tonight.
is your best option time now to get his schedule for you. You skip it, it's yours.
What are you talking about?
Opportunity. That's what he's talking about.
Wow, all right. Oh, I see.
Oh.
Just take his spot. There you go.
Wow.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Ruthless.
Make it your spot.
Yeah. Just call it like something that's going to one up Let's Get Nuts. Like we've already been nuts or something
Let's
like
Get
that.
More
You know?
Nuts?
Yeah, there you go. Not even,
Let's Get
don't even have
Nutty.
to get because you don't have to get nuts because you've always been nuts. Yeah. So Eddie, we'll see you tonight on LWO. Thanks for joining, brother. Thank you for everyone in the chat. And with that, we'll leave you with this.
Van Gogh painted this. This is an original.
Yes, sir.
Who painted this?
Leonardo da Vinci painted this, sir.
Yeah, I heard he was pretty good. So these three the real clothes.
Yes.
Like she wore these.
Yes, sir, she did.
They wash them. Y'all think about selling something like this?
Sir, this is a piece of priceless
Because
art.
if so, I might be able to do that. Yeah. Yeah, I might be able to do that. Make me want some sunflower seeds right now. You know what I'm talking about? See, in all my days in art class, I never seen this before. Who painted this?
This is a Vincent Van Gogh original.
Oh, that's a Van Gogh too.
Yes.
How much this go for at auction?
This was 29 million.
It's not bad. That's not bad at all. I actually might be able to do that. Yeah. When I think about it, I might be able to do that. But what we talking about for the skirt and the, you know what I'm saying? What we talking about for that?
You're just gonna loop this, bro?
Each one of these go for roughly 650,000 a piece.
Oh, that's not bad. And Christmas
is
coming
really
too.